everybody, I'm High Treason. Currently don't have time for technicalities, so I'll get straight to the point. This is a quick review of The Forgotten Toys, The Night After Christmas. Now, there's one thing I like at Christmas, is Christmas cartoons. And when you think of Christmas cartoons, what springs to mind? Well, something like this, perhaps. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that's all well and good, but what about this?
They were my friends. They saved my life and I let them drown.
Yeah, that certainly stands out from the crowd a bit, doesn't it? The Forgotten Toys is a 1995 short animated film made by Hibbert Ralph Entertainment of the United Kingdom. I don't know anything about this studio, to be honest, and couldn't tell you if they made anything else. It's kind of irrelevant here anyway. There's a subtitle that's rarely used on this film, The Night After Christmas, implying the events take place on Boxing Day. As the film starts, we're immediately introduced to the first main character, Teddy, voiced by Bob Hoskins, who provides comic relief, usually by being bad-tempered.
Get off! Turkey bones, Christmas pud, sprouts.
In fact, he immediately has a shouting fit at the front door, which doesn't respond to him.
Stinking, smelling dustbin. All right, I can see the funny side. The old wait till Teddy's asleep in front of the telly and then stuff him in a bin. Always good for a laugh, isn't it? But it's not nice out here! Hey! Hey! Come and get me!
Teddy might be grumpy and miserable, but that's kind of what makes him likeable anyway. If you hadn't guessed, Teddy's the teddy bear there.
It won't do any good.
His yelling causes the second main character, Annie, to ask him to be quiet. Annie is a ragdoll voiced by Joanna Lumley. It's quite different to Teddy. Where Teddy's bad-tempered and often selfish, Annie's a rather kind and caring character. The chemistry between both characters is very well done. Typically they bicker about everything and they do a good job holding the audience's attention.
Oh, stop it, you silly bear. You'll hurt yourself. Typical stubborn, pig-headed, obstinate bear. There's no point.
The story starts with both the characters in dustbins. This pretty much sets the tone for the whole film. Things go from bad to worse as they're dumped into a garbage truck, where one of the funniest lines in the whole film is spoken.
Give me your hand.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
We quickly learn that they have been thrown out. Their children have gotten new toys and don't want them anymore. They set off to try and find new children to love them and take care of them. It isn't long before we're introduced to another character, Chauncey, a ragged-looking stray dog. He plays something of an important role and he also likes sausages. On that note, if you watch this thing, there's a chef at one point in the film. I won't ruin it for you, but the chef's possibly the strangest character in this film. He doesn't seem entirely out of place, he's just weird. He is quite funny though. There isn't much more to it that I can think of saying about the plot and characters, without adding too many spoilers. Teddy and Annie journey across the less glamorous side of London, trying to find new children, getting into a variety of situations along the way, usually bad situations. As much as the film is humorous, it's also quite moving. I challenge you to not feel some kind of emotion, especially towards the end of the film. It's really quite surprising. A lot of the time the film can also be genuinely depressing. This is one of the film's strongest points for me. Usually Christmas cartoons are quite colourful and happy, often fast-paced with loads of action. This one not so. If I had to pick a colour that summed up this one, it'd be a greenish grey. Just look at some of the backdrops. They're outright depressing. If you thought of a bird at Christmas, what would it be? Some people would say turkeys. Others might say robins. What do you think this cartoon uses? Yeah, crows. Actually, that scene brings me to another strong point which makes every scene convey its message so much more strongly. The soundtrack.
It shouldn't be far now. There it is!
The school!
Now, I'm sorry, but that bit was just epic. When you strip it down, it's quite a simple concept. The film isn't flashy or colourful. It's hand-drawn, which was becoming rare by the time it was made, and it tells a story that anybody can follow and probably relate to in some way. In summary, The Forgotten Toys is a brilliant little animated film. It features likeable characters that are sure to give you a laugh, but it also shows a less glamorous side to the Christmas season. It even portrays Santa in a way you wouldn't normally see him. The story is well done and well delivered. It makes you actually want the toys to find their new children. The animation is good, though a fast eye might catch the occasional tiny hiccup here and there. The backdrops are very nicely done and the soundtrack is very fitting. If you're stuck for something to watch this Christmas, why not remember The Forgotten Toys? I'd wholeheartedly recommend giving it a watch. As a final thought, there are a few things worth mentioning. Firstly, there's an American version. In this one it replaced Joanna Lumley and a couple of the other voice actors. Some people might prefer this version. It also introduced a song which was included in future broadcasts of the UK version. Whether you like that or not is your personal preference. It's not bad. Lastly, there was a series broadcast on television a few years after this film. They're worth watching too, and you might be able to find a couple of episodes out there somewhere. Anyway, I think that concludes this review. I'm High Treason, and I will see you later.
To change.